What's going on, everybody? It's Wade with Swamp Donkey Archery. So I had a friend of mine reach out to me and ask me if I would do a series of videos on how I build my custom strings, my donkey threads. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting to feel confident enough in my string building abilities that I don't mind sharing a few of my secrets of how I do it. So today I'm going to cover how to serve in an end loop. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, stick around. That's what we're about to show you. Okay, so as y'all can probably see from the video, I've got a different string making jig now. But I'm still going to keep it simple to where if you happen to have a homemade jig, that it'll work for it as well. So the only difference in mine, and if you got a homemade jig, this one here, I can actually load a little bit of tension, pre-tension on this string, so I can get a nice clean end loop serving in here. So if you do have a homemade jig and you don't have all this nice fancy stuff over here, you can still try to pull it apart and tighten it down. If you can get any kind of tension on it rather than just serving it static, it'll probably help you out some. I've had better results putting a little bit of tension on these strings. Now I've set my tension for these end loops on about 100 pounds. So with that being said, we're fixing to get into how I do the end loops here. So I have these pegs right here 10 inches apart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start my serving right here at 4 inches, and I'm going to serve over here to 6. I'm going to have a 2-inch span right here. That 2 inches of serving has worked out pretty good for me on most bows. Now if you're going to serve, say for instance, a set of yokes or something, the yokes end loops need to be a little bit bigger. So alright, so I just do I missed my knot. I just do a simple little knot to begin with. Just snug it down a little bit, and I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 wraps just to keep it from running on me. Pull it down a little bit so I can get it close to 4. Set 4 inches on this end. Almost. Okay, right there's 4. So just like any serving, you're gonna serve over your tag in. This serving that I'm using is this is Halo 7 thousandths size. So this is really small. I've had way better luck. Oh, starting the wrong way. I've had way better luck with the smaller diameter serving on the end loops. The first few I built with like the 3D or maybe just a little bit smaller, and really didn't have that good of luck with it. But the 8 thousandths or the 7 thousandths worked really good. So I'm going to spin this in probably 1/2 inch or so, and then I'm going to pull my tag in out, lay it back this way, and now we're just going to continue to serve. You might notice this is a little different serving jig than what I had in the other videos as well. This is a biter. I believe that's the correct way to say it. This serving jig was about $50, whereas the other ones that I was using was like a $19 or $20 serving jig, which it worked fine. And I was wondering whether a $50 serving jig was actually worth spending $50 for. And let me tell you something, I should have bought this serving jig right here a year ago, because it definitely works a whole lot better. Alright, we should be getting pretty close to it. 6 inches. So I know it's just boring sitting here watching me spin this, but so the way I've been doing it, that's been working out pretty good, I serve down to the exactly where I want to stop. So that stopped exactly on 6 inches right there. Let y'all see. Okay. All right, so it stopped on 6 inches, but I want it to end on 6. If I was to do my back serve, I would add another, 1/16 of an inch or so on here doing a back serve. So what I'm gonna do, I spun it out, stopped serving at 6 inches. So now I'm gonna back 10 rounds off of it, because I like to do about 10 loops on my back serve. So we stopped on 6, now we're taking it off 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, pull me a little bit of slack. Now we're going to do the back serve. So comes off this way, goes on the back, and we're going to continue wrapping the same direction that we were serving. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, as far as tension, I try to set up, a pretty tension on the jig spool. I try to get pretty good tension on it, but nothing just super ridiculously tight. And then you try to hold your serving right here pretty snug whenever you're doing your back serve. Now I got it down there. Stay holding on to your loop. And careful whenever you pull it down to snug it, because this serving can cut the mess out of your fingers there, so you gotta be careful on it. Now, the way I like to cut these tag ends off whenever I'm doing like an end serve, end loop serve, they're pretty much going to be covered up anyway, so I don't worry about burning them down. So I pull it taut and then just snip it off right there close to the serving anyway. And then, being this is a tricolor string, I've got my pinstripe and my first color set up on this end. So I'm going to pull my pinstripe out first, and I'm going to pull it over here to the beginning of the serving, and pull a little bit of tension on it, and then snip it off just like that. And I do that to all the strings, whether it's just 2-color string, 3-color string, or whatever. And whenever I snip it, basically I'm pulling this tag into my blade. I'm not trying to put a whole lot of tension into my blade, because I don't want to push forward and accidentally cut all these strings. So do the same thing on this end. Nip it and snip this one, and then this end loop here will be finished as far as doing it on this end. So there we go. So that's how I do my setup for my end loops. That's going to conclude this video here for this section of it. I'll make another video on setting it up, twisting, and stretching. So, y'all keep an eye open for the next video. Appreciate everybody sticking along with me and sticking it out. As always, follow me on my social media platforms, Swamp Donkey Archery, on Instagram and Facebook. I got my internet page set up now, swampdonkeyarchery.com. So y'all swing by there and look me up. Let me know if you got any questions. Y'all have a good one. Wade with Swamp Donkey Archery.